I believe it's everyone's patriotic duty to keep spending money to keep the economy going. Do you just get a 300k home loan to settle the property or maximize your borrowing power to 500k? Come back. Have the beautiful Sydney Harbour connected to Lanco River or Parramatta River, which give the city an abundant supply of harborside or waterside living. Probably the longest development history. Back in the day, it was a toxic waste dumping ground. I can't change my life path, and this is where I am. But I definitely do not want my kids to grow up in a country where they're consistently treated as a foreigner. So to be able to live in an area where you have a very good immigration. Hey guys! Thanks for coming back to part 2 of my apartment hunting story. So after 2 months of research, discussion and decision makings, countless apartments inspected, I shortlisted 3 apartments that were on top of my list and they were also in the serious stage of putting an offer. So next, let me take you along with me to this journey. I will also be sharing with you other mistakes I make along the way and all the experience and lesson I learned through this whole process, and hope that can help you in some small ways in your own apartment hunting journey. Apartment number 1 is a 3-bedroom apartment in Meadowbank. Split level design that gives us a sense of separateness, beautiful lighting in not just kitchen or living room, but all 3 bedrooms. Very general sized bedrooms, which is a bit difficult to find these days. Amazing open view, overlooking the suburban life and parkland nearby with no obstruction. You know what they say, if something's too good to be true, it probably is. The price guide for this is 900k to 950k. For a 3-bedroom apartment in the area, the price is more than reasonable. I was asking myself, can I put up with the construction noise for a year or 2? Maybe. I was so in love with this place. After inspected twice, I actually put an offer for 935k, but the agent told me they have a better offer. So my option is either walk away or I put a higher offer. But here's the thing, I have a gut feeling something it's just not right there. It's not so much the construction noise, and it's definitely not the apartment because I love the apartment. It is something I just cannot quite put my fingers on. So I went back the 3rd time. I took a walk from the actual apartment to the ferry wharf, and then to the shopping area, and then to the train station, just to have a better feel of the area. And I finally worked out that what I don't like about this place is the general feel of the area, if that makes sense. There are beautiful apartments there, it just the community feels do not exist. It just feels like the whole area's lack of proper planning as a community. For example, you can have a very beautiful apartment overlook the riverbank, but then the road from one apartment to another is not well maintained. Or you can have a really beautiful cafe by the river, but then when you walk to the station, it looks really crappy. Yeah, overall, I just don't vibe with that area at all. So I actually decided then and there, I am not gonna buy anything in Meadowbank. Still breaks my heart to look at the footage of the apartment, but here's my first lesson. This teaches me to stick to my standard. If I'm not excited to live in the area, I won't buy a property there, even the property itself is attractive. Apartment number 2 is in Rhodes, and by this stage we've already given up looking for a 3-bedroom apartment. First of all, the 3-bedroom apartment is limited in supply. Resale is a lot more difficult compared to 2-bedroom as well. Second of all, there aren't any 3-bedroom in Rhodes for under $1 million anyway. So at this stage, we decided to look for a well-designed 2-bedroom apartment. This apartment has a really huge balcony with a 180-degree unobstructed city view and the water view. It has a design that gives us the separateness that we desired, beautiful natural light in both rooms all day long, Considering most of the city view or water view 2-bedroom apartment in Rhodes are already priced over $1 million, I almost decided to put an offer on the spot to secure this one. And here's a plot twist. Later that day, while I was inspecting another apartment in the same area, the same agent who represents the apartment that I like let it slip there. There will be a 10 years planning for roads on the east side of the station, which means gradually I will lose the view for the apartment that I like. I think at that moment the agent was just so passionately recommending that apartment, and he totally forgot I was inspecting another apartment in the morning, the apartment that I actually like. So I just basically asked him, okay, does that mean I will lose the view for the apartment I saw this morning? And you can just tell his face changed. You can just pretty much pinpoint the second he realized he said something he shouldn't have. As professional as he is, he just told me $950K for that apartment has already factored in a losing view potential, which is fair enough. But I started to ask myself, do I want to deal with the future 10 years of constant construction noise and losing the view that I love? It is something to think about, even with a pretty affordable price for a 2-bedroom apartment with a view in Rhodes. Apartment number 3. Apartment number 3.
I said it before and I'll say it again.
You know what they say, you will know it when the right one comes along. When I walked into this apartment, I just remember saying, shut up and take my money, I'm moving in.
It's all about the bumps in your heart.
I love the high ceiling. I love the resort-style swimming pool is right under my balcony. I love how there's a sense of serenity as this apartment is tucked in the quieter side of Rhodes. Where do I sign my name on the contract? In fact, I loved it so much, I went right back to view it for the second time. The third time.
And I feel
The fourth time.
oh, they built this thing. I don't know what that is.
Actually, 5 times within 2 weeks' time. As you can see by this stage, I'm already pretty much hooked. In the meantime, I have checked a few apartments in Wentworth Point already. As much as I love the environment in Wentworth Point, I am just not sure if I'm ready to give up the convenience of the train services in Rhodes. So I basically tell myself the coming Monday I'm gonna put an offer for this place and see how that goes.
Hey Shirley, hope you're well. Can you please call me back on 0418?
Oh my god, plot twist. You can't even script this better even you try. So I just got a voicemail from the agent that sells the 3-bedroom split level design in Meadowbank. So I just got off the phone with him. Apparently another buyer who put a better offer just put out, according to him, if I'm happy to stick to the $935,000 offer, the owner might be happy to accept it. So I'm pretty much have my heart set on the 950 2-bedroom one in Rhodes, but now the 3-bedroom one is back in the picture. God, I don't know. I am pretty much torn between these two. I mean, $935K for a 3-bedroom apartment is quite a bargain, but should I put up with the crappy neighborhood or a $950 for 2-bedroom, but I don't have to put up with anything? Decision. You know what I just realized? A market like this is not quite good for selling. A lot of people hold off their selling plan, just wait for the later part of the year when the economy is back on track and to launch it again, try to sell. So if people are trying to sell during this time, that must mean they have to sell it for some reason, either for a divorce settlement or their overseas owner, they can't make payments for whatever reason, they have to sell it within the time frame. If that's the case, that give you an advantage to bargain. So here's my second lesson. When you are in a buyer-friendly market, you have a better bargaining chip. And one attitude that help you to bargain for a better price in the property market is to be willing to walk away, basically. I will even go to the extreme to argue that if you want to bargain for a better salary in a company, or if you're simply just not happy with the dynamic in your personal relationship, either with your colleague or with your friends or with your partner, the trick is that you have to know where your bottom line is, or you have to stick to your standard and to be willing to walk away. Apparently with the interpersonal relationship, it's slightly harder, especially when it comes to love relationship. There are times it just calls for a better person in you to put love over the power dynamic. But in general, what I'm trying to say is in any negotiation situation, if you are in the position to walk away and be confident enough to know that you will have a better deal, or you will have a better job, or you don't have to be stuck with this person that you're not happy with. Once you have that confidence, you will always have a better deal in the end, if that makes sense. See, I've already learned a whole lot just in the whole process of trying to buy a property. Anyways, I am so stressed at this moment because after 2 months of constantly going out, checking property, asking the price, dealing with a different type of people, different type of agents, I just cannot seem to reconcile between what I really want and what I think is the best for my aged parents and my partner. After all, it is a big money decision. I can't even finish my sentence. I think I'm just a bit too stressed at the moment. I'm just gonna put 935 for the 3-bedroom one and 950 for the 2-bedroom one in Rhodes, and whichever accept the offer is the one I'm going with. Today is Friday, so tomorrow I am not gonna keep going to the opening. From next Monday, I'll probably have a clearer head, and then I will make a better decision by then. So, good night. Today I just feel like delicious chicken and chickpea and feta salad. If you know anything about me, I am not the best role model for eating healthy. At my age and a lot of health issues I'm struggling with, I just realized I can't get away with this shit. So here I am, making a bit effort to eat healthy while I'm running around everywhere. Should have done this a lot more often. I just got a phone call from my mortgage broker, and I had a bad news because this week, this month, my salary is on Job Seeker, which is a government benefit that paid to the employer for the employer to maintain the business and maintain their employee. So basically, I am not unemployed, but my hours got cut down and my salary is cut down, which means the bank will no longer loan me the same amount of money that they could when I was on my full salary, which pretty much puts my apartment hunting to an end because I won't be able to get a loan until maybe this September when I'm out of a job seeker, if I still have a job. So yeah, it is a bit depressing. Okay, so I finished my chickpea salad. I am now out of that cafe. Yeah, so I actually don't know where Scott is at the moment. He was having a doctor appointment while I was having my breakfast/lunch and sort out a few issues with the money and then the agent, talking about multitasking. So I just received a good news and bad news at the same time. So the good news is apparently my apartment at the moment is very easy to rent because I live in a region where the supply of the apartment is really limited. Most of the places are houses. So apparently my apartment is really popular in the rental market. But the selling market at the moment is not that good. So I think I'm not gonna sell that. I'm just gonna keep it as an investment property. But unfortunately, I couldn't buy the new apartment because of my salary issue. So I'm just gonna wait till August or September. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, so about the apartment. Apparently I can't buy anything at the moment. So all of a sudden, I'm back to square one. I have a bit time on my hands and a lot of uncertainty. Suddenly feel a little bit empty. Look at the mountains. So just like that, my apartment hunting comes to a sudden end. It still makes me sad watching all the footage of the apartment that could be my potential future home. But in retrospect, it is still better than realizing I can't get a loan after entering the contract. I'm a big believer in things happened for a reason. So I thought I'd just share with you guys, even though you don't have the need to look for apartment in the particular area that I'm interested. It doesn't matter where you are, which country you are, what kind of property market you have there. I think there are some lessons there to be applied for all of us. Anyways, so